Why, hello everybody, and welcome to this video. My name is Leroy J. Hopkins McDankenshire III, professional businessman of the Mississippi River. I'm here to teach you just how wonderful taxes can be. Now, I don't know about you all, but I just love taxes. Yes, sir, doing my taxes is my favorite pastime. Even as a wee child, my mother would always find me in my room, doing my taxes like every good little citizen should. But for those of you who might not enjoy giving the government your hard-earned money for seemingly nothing, let's break things down nice and simple. So you see, taxes are an essential part of society. They allow governments to pay for helpful social services, such as building a wall across the country. I mean for things like education and social security. Oh, and road maintenance too, of course. Alright, now that we're here, let's take a look at the one and only downfall in the concept of taxes. You see, deadweight loss is the loss in money that resulted from the decrease of buyers and sellers who would have been part of a market had it not been for the new higher price that came from a tax. Not making sense? That's okay. Let's take a look at the concept of carbon tax over here to help paint us a picture. Alrighty then, so what we have here is our very basic simplified carbon tax equilibrium before and after the $65 tax per ton of gasoline implemented by the government. Of course, we have our simple stuff here, just like our price, our quantity of people paying for that price, our supply and demand curves as well. Blue here represents the equilibrium, the amount that buyers would be paying and the amount sellers would be receiving if it wasn't for the $65 tax per ton. If we really wanted to, we can say that there's 1,000 people willing to pay for gasoline when it's at the price of $1,476.50. In red, we can see the clear difference in price presented within the buyers and sellers after tax. Since the government implements a $65 tax, we're going to say that buyers are paying $1,509 after tax. But if we look down here, sellers are now only receiving $1,444. And because of this new raised price, we now lose 300 people who may resort to taking the bus or carpooling rather than paying this new, more expensive price. So, deadweight loss represents the total amount of money lost as a result of market distortion, which in this case, it's carbon tax. As we can see here, the total amount of money the gas market loses from the 300 people no longer purchasing gasoline is $9,750 per ton. So, as we saw in this scenario, there was a fairly large amount of money lost as a result of the new carbon tax. This, of course, is because there are many ways one might decide to transport themselves. Buyers in this industry are very elastic. They don't need to buy gasoline all the time and drive themselves everywhere. If there were not many other options for transportation, we could expect the deadweight loss to be significantly smaller. But luckily in this case, lots of people decide that they can just take a bus, take a train, carpool, ride a bike, or maybe even purchase an electrical vehicle instead of refilling their gas tank every week. And this, of course, is the point of carbon tax. It aims to reduce the total carbon emission of a business or individual by imposing a higher price so that one might opt into taking a less environmentally harmful transportation method. Well, I do say that was a perfect example of how the government might take advantage of taxes and deadweight loss and how it might even be beneficial to society, especially from an environmental perspective. So next time you complain about where your government is putting your tax dollar, just remember, at least we have a wall.